So, here we are again. The day after the PlayStation launch. PlayStation 4.
That shit's new. It's fresh and clean.
Fresh and clean. You know, it looks good. The console itself looks really good.
It's shiny. Seen a couple of red lines of death on Reddit.
I know, it hasn't even been a day yet.
I know. There's always going to be one or two.
Oh, of course.
Beer. Fucking beer.
Today's podcast brought to you by... Enjoy Boy.
Enjoy Boy.
Can I have
beer.
some?
I only have one.
Oh.
Poor 12, 13.
You got any Pliny?
No more Pliny.
Oh.
Son of a bitch. No more Pliny.
I have a Sculpin.
Well, there's been we've missed last week. I was out of town.
And I was too stoned to get the equipment here.
Understandable. It's okay. I think we're busy anyway.
It's not like we're broadcasting these yet anyways, you know.
Yeah, we're not really on a time.
Somebody
But
want
you
to
know what?
upload them?
I think a good idea is to start with maybe 4 or 5 of them. And start and post them up somewhere, and then people have a little bit to listen to and get an idea if maybe we suck or we don't suck.
So let's put them up today.
Maybe if they want to listen to us, or maybe they don't want to listen
do
to
it
us.
here right now.
Let's do it today.
All right,
Upload them right after this show.
where are we starting?
We're going to launch today, November 16th.
Can't wait
Remember
till we get
this
those
date.
people- I can't wait till we get those people who expect us to be like professionals and like, well, you know, there's noises in the background, and I find that very distracting during your podcast. And
We're
like,
talking
dude.
about video games.
I just know you're gonna get one of those people.
We're going to get a lot of those
Absolutely.
people.
We just want to talk about video games
like 30 of those
and
people, yeah.
nerd culture and all the things that entertain us. And
It's like talking.
if there's some noise in the background, you bitches can get over it.
So,
It'll be okay. And one day, when we're big and famous, we'll get nicer stuff.
One day.
And we won't have chairs that creak, you know?
uh,
And maybe we'll have a room with padding on the wall where you don't hear noise or freezes.
Sound
Freezer
absorbent.
noises. Noise or
Sound-
freezes? Freezer noises.
So who wants the Sculpin?
I don't care what I drink.
There's only one.
I'm supposed to be getting drugs soon.
Oh. Well,
But I don't
there's
know
also Jameson Ninja.
if this fella ever calls me back.
Smart.
What are our options here? We have Sculpin.
well,
We
Yeah,
still have
let's
that
go
beer
for-
right there that we took out a week or 2 ago and didn't put back in the fridge.
while we wait, let's hit some of the smaller news stories. How about Call of Duty reusing the cutscenes from Modern Warfare 2?
That's
Hold on, wait, hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
we can.
Hi there, and welcome to Tactical Pause. Okay, I had to say it. I just had to say it. So I know mentally where we're starting. What'd you say?
that should be
All
the
right.
beginning of our podcast for every podcast.
Thank
is
you.
Bert.
Yes. You
Hi
remember,
there, welcome to Tactical Pause.
you remember how you kept that bar so far down here?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, you've now
Yeah, there's those 2 beers right there.
kind of
too.
brought that up.
My friend,
They're warm, but yeah.
Okay, so Call of Duty. First of all, people complaining about the Call of Duty texture is not, and they haven't installed the game completely.
yeah.
it's
oh
a
my
little
God.
silly.
It's people bitching because they want to bitch.
It is. You know, I haven't played it, but I don't-
Neither have I. I've talked to a lot of people.
It
and
makes sense.
What's really funny is I was at work and I was asking my first friend, who's a really good friend of mine. I went to high school with him about it. He's been playing it. He's telling me about everything he liked about it. You know, he's going on. He's like, yeah, they changed the modes. I thought it was really cool because now you can res people, so you're not just dying at the beginning of something. All these little things. And then my other friend, who I've known to be the more pessimistic type of person, comes out, and I'm asking him, like, hey, I know you got Call of Duty. You always get the Call of Duty games. How'd you like the new one? And he just goes off on it. He's like, oh, it's a piece of shit. I mean, it's all the same bull crap, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, it's Call of Duty. One comes out every year.
We just played FIFA, and looked like a couple years ago FIFA. Other
Yeah.
than the graphics look amazing. There's a few little features here and there which are nice, but it's another FIFA game. You can't blame a company just for rehashing their franchise over and over again. They have the market. They have the people that are going to keep buying their games.
And they do. They definitely do.
And, I mean, if it's not broken, don't fix it, apparently. That seems to be... Although, I mean, watching FIFA and watching the new Madden just now, both on PS4, that I could have thought of 10 things that could have been added into the game that would fucking make an awesome new feature and completely
And revamp and
redevelop a game, you know. But at the same time, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Apparently, so it's probably cheaper, and they probably save money by not doing those big crazy things right away or releasing them slowly year after year.
Yeah.
This year in Battlefield, it's
my wallet
destructible buildings, and next year in Battlefield, it'll be something else.
Well, that's what I liked about Battlefield is it did add new
Stable
stuff
game with destructible buildings.
Yeah, right? A game that works all the time.
Does it yet?
You know,
'Cause
quite
I haven't
honestly,
played.
I haven't had too many crash problems.
I haven't.
I mean, I've had a crash maybe once or
I had
twice.
one last time I played, and that's why I haven't
Retros.
played recently. I've been waiting for an update.
Enjoy buying?
So, moving on. So what about Call of Duty reusing these cutscene from Modern Warfare 2? Is that just because they're rehashing them out every year and the production time was cut, or is this? I mean, I haven't played it in context, so I guess none of us would know because none of us have.
I don't know. I kind of call it the hangover effect. I mean, the second one was the same thing as the first one, and eventually just run out of original ideas, and you hope they don't.
Third one
notice
was
what they
different.
do.
Third one
The third one, I like the third one actually. No, I even like the second one.
I didn't.
But
I don't know. Like, if it's full new bottle, probably not.
I like Chang more than anyone. Or was it Chong in that one?
All right, so
Sorry,
it is what it is.
Pulling up my drive.
I know you are.
But that's just it. I mean, even in Black Ops 2, all of
I
them,
didn't
they're
think that was funny
good.
with well, they said it was a homage. It's like the Ghost character was inspired by the Ghost character from Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just lazy animation. I mean, they could have done if they really wanted to make a homage, it would have been like a flashback to that moment, and then use like almost the same scene, not use the same exact animations and like storyboarding, type thing. It's so I don't know. I don't really care. Call of Duty just kind of washes over my head.
When you have something like Battlefield 4 that you're on, I mean, that exactly it does. Like I've been loving Battlefield. I mean, obviously it has the crash problems, but it's so immense. And Call of Duty is one of those games you play for that smaller, quick, like skirmish kind of game. But Battlefield's where you're
Switch
in.
game. It's like whoever shoots first wins.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like that's.
There's not many roles to play. There's no roles to play in the game.
I have Counter-Strike for that.
Yeah.
Like it's.
We have a PC for that.
I want PC, but that's the thing. Like there's a niche market for it, and obviously the console market on. Didn't CS:GO come out for the
Consoles? Yeah,
consoles?
it did.
Yeah.
Was it okay on the consoles? Have you guys played
Never.
it?
I played.
Never played it.
I'm interested
Source
to
on
play it with
console.
the controller, source controller, but which is going to bring us to the next story. We've now seen the case designs
Oh yeah.
for Steam boxes, at least
I forgot about that.
some Steam boxes,
Have you guys seen the pictures?
the
I
beta
have not
Steam
yet.
boxes.
You have not seen the
I
pictures?
don't think so.
Really?
I'm not-
I think the light looks a little bright.
That's true.
Steam box.
And then we go. So I mean, other than that, I thought the case design looked good. It looked like a set-top PC that you would buy the case design for and specialized hardware for. But
Did you see the when they took it apart? You didn't see the.
well, I saw like some of it. Why?
Uh,
What specifically?
No, when they disassembled it. I think like Engadget or somebody disassembled the entire box because they've already been. I think some of them have already been sent out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Assembled. I'll see if I can find the blog post. But yeah, they took it. It's really interesting how they had the like the video card stacked in there, and like I would be worried about heat issues, like the way everything's packed in there.
I had thought about that, but for the most part, I don't know. Cards don't get all that hot anymore.
Well,
I
They're
don't really
not
have
as
too
hot
much
as they
problem.
had previously. Because we're not any longer trying to push more voltage through smaller pipes.
that's true, but I mean, when you're playing games like, let's say, Battlefield 4 or any type of game that really pushes the video card,
Right, and it's going to be
It's
over
gonna-
time.
it's
It's
gonna
just
get
going to heat
hot.
up and over. Right.
Yeah, and
So
a
maybe
lot of the
air
reason why-
circulation issues.
Exactly, they're huge air circulation. That's why you get a big case that has a lot of. Make sure all your fans are running. I mean, cards can run a lot hotter now, and of course the chips on the cards are getting smaller, so they don't generate as much heat. But a lot of that too is when you have a gaming
That's not
PC,
it, is it?
you deal with air.
No, that's the piston.
I'll see if I can find it.
And then Killer Instinct going free, and then you just purchase the characters. Is that correct?
They gave just certain people got Killer Instinct for free for like being like an Xbox subscriber. Actually, one of my buddies got, or one of Blake's buddies got won one of the Xboxes through Microsoft for being like a dedicated Xbox Live subscriber that like plays all the time. Microsoft is actually going to send them an Xbox One.
Wow.
Yeah. I wish I was that.
And you were saying
that
they're bringing more first-party games to the PC.
yeah.
What have you seen in that regard? I haven't seen anything.
You haven't seen anything?
Ooh.
Well, obviously Titanfall.
Right.
That's a huge exclusive that's coming to the PC. But
Okay.
there was some interview with one of the heads of Microsoft or Gaming for Windows or whatever the branch they call it, and they say they have more going on now than they have in like the last 10 years in development right now for the PC, which I thought was really interesting. I mean, obviously Microsoft lost a huge market, or might lose a huge market if the Steam box picks up, and that's kind of scary for them, since like the real only gaming platform right now or gaming operating system is Windows 7, Windows 8. So, we'll see. I mean, I'll have to look at find a list of games. I mean, obviously they haven't released a list of games that have been in development for a while. So we have to assume that most of the new exclusives that they've been touting that they have will also be coming out for the PC. So it's an interesting thought.
Dead Rising 3 720p locked at 30 frames per second. Is that for the 360?
No,
That's for
the one. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're going for the movie feel.
Have you just read all this?
Yeah.
You haven't like looked at the links?
Remember, I've been traveling all of this past week.
Has anybody else read any of this?
I read some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't look at all the links, but yeah, I read over the notes.
There are no links. This is just little clips that Cody throws in there that
I
question him about.
I had links. No, that's true. I mean,
You normally put links in there.
Fucking putting links,
you normally
shit
do
in
put
there.
links in there,
Yeah.
and I've been trying to do my best.
You guys
But
need to go look up links.
You guys, they don't even add anything.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well,
Where's this?
Yeah, I didn't
first time we get a show broadcast, I'll start adding links and contributing. How about that? Hot damn.
No. I mean, like, I like.
No, you're right.
70. Okay, so 720p Xbox One game, and there's a lot of and the same things with Ghosts. Apparently, it's not a powerful system, but I mean, I'd like to see the difference between the two lined up, like in a TV type environment, like when you're actually playing. Because I mean, if you show the screenshots, you can notice a difference, but if I'm sitting like 8 to 10 feet away on my couch, can I notice a difference? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Nobody else has any commentary.
No, I agree.
No.
I agree. Are we talking? We're talking cross console, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would love to see an actual live demonstration next to another in terms of being able to tell the difference of graphics, and is the 30 frames versus 60 frames a big deal?
I don't know if I'll really notice the difference, at least until it's a year or two in, when people really start unlocking the potential of the consoles. And then, we see how far one can get pushed over the other, and in what kind of art styles, and what is it processing, and what is it going to be that's making it impressive. Battlefield 4 with the connected text leaning and voice commands. I heard about that. Voice commands, duh.
Leaning is weird.
Leaning would be a little odd to me. I mean, what if
if
you're just getting tired and you just want to try to do this, but then your guy just starts looking at a 45-degree angle the entire time? You just want to relax on the couch and play.
Like see it from the third-person view. You're just like, ah! This guy at a 45-degree angle the entire time.
So, that's cool, but
you can't lean. There's no button to lean on the PC version.
Not that I'm aware of.
You just do
it does it automatically.
You do it automatically when you get up to corners.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I have to back up. back
I
up.
think it would.
Go to the
And
left.
if you don't, you crash.
Yeah, I just.
So
It's a fun game. It's just
Rise is boring as fuck.
yeah. There's pre-reviews saying it's just like a. Well, some people say it's really cinematic. Other people,
I was hoping for something. I was thinking something cinematic, almost a la Between Two Souls or Heavy Rain, just with the Roman Empire.
but from what I hear, the combat is not very fun. But
It's fine.
yeah,
But I mean, was
Looks
the
like it's
story?
gonna be
What
meant
are
to be
they?
more brutal than combat intensive. Like you're gonna to achieve what they're gonna try and show off of the game. You're gonna have to dumb down the controls to pretty much you just press the buttons to progress.
yeah. I don't know. I want to play it. Is there any demo? When's the demos coming up for?
When the Xbox comes out,
Well, really?
Friday?
Like, you know,
So it'd be
I don't
Friday.
know. I
Friday?
don't know if the demo's gonna be out then. Is it?
is there a
launch
demo
title?
out for PS4 out? Like at the
Rise is
retail,
on-
like Target or Best Buy or whatever?
No,
No.
they don't have any.
Oh,
live
you mean
stations
one of
out
those
yet.
hands-on?
Yeah, I want to play
They'll
with
pro-
it.
they'll
I
be
just want
coming
to go
soon
to a
now.
store and play with it.
That sounds absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you gotta try before you buy. Dildos.
Alright.
No, just the consoles themselves. I want to actually go to a store and play with them.
Anything else before we bring Creed in for the PS4 and BlizzCon stuff?
We could talk about the Dota stuff.
The update.
Oh, the update. That's
So
right.
they finally gave us Diretide.
And 2 heroes.
Which you were begging for last time.
And then people just get pissed at. Yeah. Then, who was it? I was playing with Bear, and then Bear's like, yeah, so I got my Greevils all ready to play with. I'm like, no, that's the Grieveling. This is Diretide. This is when you take on Rashawn. He's like, wait, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, this sucks. This isn't what I wanted. Oh, fuck this. No. And then he didn't even play for like a day. And then he finally started.
What was the Grieveling
The
for?
Grieveling is when, because you make, last year in
I kn-
Diretide, you got an egg and you got essences, and you filled up the essences and you got a Greevil from the eggs.
Yeah.
Then you did the Grieveling where you actually played as your Greevil.
What was the Grieveling for, though? Was it like Thanksgiving?
Christmas.
Or-
Christmas.
Christmas.
You get
That's
presents.
right.
all winter.
and,
Frostivus.
and it was just
Christmas.
item drops left and right. Like, it was,
That's
I got
right.
so much crap out of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's.
I got a frost skin for Tiny out of that. It was awesome.
Alright.
I got a courier out of that too. I
How
think.
many Diretide matches have you guys played?
Tons.
Tons already.
How many have I lost?
I've crafted a couple
Tons.
items
Yeah,
already.
I think I've lost every single match.
I've won like
You know, for me,
2 or
it
3.
We have
either-
1, 2, yeah.
I will kind of almost now play anti-mage more, and either they defend or they don't, and I take a shit ton of their candies, or 2 people just hang out at the base the whole time.
Why
and I
anti-mage?
stomp. Because
The blink.
you,
The
no
blink.
joke, once you max out your blink, or even I just might buy an extra blink dagger, so if I do get caught, I can just jump out with at least 1 or 2 candies, because you just gotta hatch away at it. And
Yeah.
even if you do die, like sometimes I won't even grab the candies. If they have to put the candies back in the pumpkin, I still come back stronger.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll just hit it for the sake of hitting it because no one's exchanging candies right now, and we need to get that shit cycling so I can buy something.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
people don't realize that's the real way.
That's
to
how you make
experience.
money is
Yeah. it's
money
to
and
hit the-
experience.
hit
Just
the-
adding candy.
And if I am getting stomped, like there's always 2 people there, and I know I'm not going to. The nice thing about anti-mage is you can jump to the lanes, so every time they have 2 of the Rashans die and you get 4 candies right there, I can jump in, grab the 4 candies, turn them in.
Yeah.
Go to another lane. Oh hey. jump
What
in, get the 4
makes
candies.
the candies drop? Does
It's
it have
the-
to be
the
the
ti-
presence of
No.
of the other?
It's the big baby
Okay.
Rashans.
But,
No,
but
I
you have
know
to be
that.
close to them.
You have to be
They
close
have
to
to be
them.
within
There's-
range.
And if they're enemy, if
So
on
the
your
enemy
teams, the enemy
ones-
team has to be near you.
Yes. Okay, that's what I thought.
Because here's what happens: if you actually deny, I think your own, you might be able to see the candies.
Maybe sometimes because
I've
I've
had it
denied
happen.
2 or 3 times.
Really?
And
And
I
nothing to you?
nothing.
I think
If
it's
you
all to
deny
do
them,
with
it
the
doesn't
enemy
drop
presence.
them. But
Yeah.
if
They
they drop,
randomly
you
do
probably have a better
drop.
chance at stealing them.
They randomly
Because
drop
it's
in
not
the
that
jungle
hard.
also.
Yes.
Well,
It's very random.
I denied the one time I did deny and I
think it's from hard
I had
camps.
some. You were there. I think you saw it. Like,
Yeah.
I denied right in front of what's her face, and then got all 4 of them that dropped, and then took off. But she was right there. Like the enemy team was right there.
Yeah.
PA was right there,
Yeah.
right in front of me.
So that might be something to do.
It's. I think it's on yours. They have to be in proximity. You like that's the only way to do it.
But I mean, Wisp I heard was actually a good one because you can TP in, or I'm sorry, you can. Use
They
your
don't
ult.
drop.
No, they don't drop when you TP out. Not that I was aware of.
That's cool.
So you get
They drop on Ember Spirit.
Yeah, they drop on Ember Spirit. Yeah, because you can just travel so quickly because it's
That's
global.
got to be because he's new.
Once you put that fiery guy down, your what is it called?
Your totem.
Ember Spirit.
Ember totem.
Yeah, it's your Ember Spirit.
It is a Ember Spirit. You put it there. So if I actually put it in the enemy's base and I died and I bought back, I could go to it. It's global.
Yeah.
I can only set it from like what 1,600.
It's pretty far.
Units,
it was really
but
far.
you can travel to it from anywhere. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no,
awesome.
I was using it to run away from Roshan. Like
Yeah.
I would put one down and then like run all the way across.
And
He would get to me
that's-
and then teleport back. Yeah.
And that's what I hate about the public games, or I don't know if they changed it, but the more candies you give him, the stronger he's supposed to get, and these idiots just keep feeding him and feeding him. I'm like, bastards. And the cool thing is, if you actually play Lifestealer, and you infest a creep, he can't attack you. He'll
That's
stand
good to
there
know.
and just go, and just kind of yell at you, and he just stands there the whole time. So I thought it'd be a good ploy if you actually have the 10 people wanting to get as pumped as you can. You infest after he chases you. He
And
sits
he just
there,
chases you.
Just infest like a
creep. You just go in the jungle and
yeah,
infest a creep.
infest
Yeah.
a neutral.
And then the two teams just keep hitting each other's pumpkins to turn the candies back in, and back in.
I was looking at the people like they got to level 83.
But that no, that was because of the Pudge.
Was it an exploit?
Because what you could do with Pudge is you can go into their fountain and you get so many deaths that you get like 100 something. What was it like? They were at 138 charges on his.
They were at
the-
like 7, almost 900 and
that
1,000.
that passive. he
Flesh
had.
heap
so he
stats.
could just tank.
Yeah, and he would just get super flesh heap to like 300 fucking flesh heaps, and you can walk up and like one hit him. Like you can get through the first 30 waves like that, and then you have such a high clock that you build
Wow.
up that high clock to keep up. And
So is that patched?
Did they fix
they
that?
patched it, so now when you hit into the phase to fight Rashawn, your flesh heaps automatically reset. So you can't do that anymore. And since then, the highest level has now dropped to about 30-ish.
Okay, that's
that I've seen.
achievable.
Yeah.
Because I saw 83 or 89 or whatever it was, and I was like, Jesus, there's no way.
Yeah. I mean, I guess some of the good ones. I think if everybody got a Dagon, and everybody when he went Ether form blast him at the same time, that's so much extra burst damage. And then I've seen, the Divine Rapiers. Obviously,
I couldn't dig in him.
No, only when he's in Ether form. That's when you got to do it.
Oh, gotcha.
That's because he also takes more damage in that form.
Gotcha.
Shadow Shaman I think is a good one because like Jay and I saw last night, you can just every time it refreshes, you just drop your totems down, and that's always constantly hitting him. But you need to make sure that you're actually attacking him because they still will attack the enemy players accidentally. And
Did they get buffed? They do so much more damage now. Has anybody else noticed
well,
that?
remember they added two serpents to it.
But did they buff the damage too?
They changed the pattern of it, and they added serpents.
They
so
feel
you
like they
got
do
two
so
more.
much more damage.
Well, with Scepter, it's crazy.
Which ones? Who?
The Serpent Wards, the Shadow Shaman.
Oh
Serpent
yeah,
Wards.
with the
They're
old staff,
beastly.
they're ridiculous.
And honestly, I was able to defend the pumpkin alone as Shadow Shaman once you hit like 13 because you just chicken them, throw the wards on them, and then just hold them down as the wards do all the work. And if they don't, you just zap them. It's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, well, he would be good. We have to figure out like some good composition for doing the for
Well,
playing
my
Diretide
favorite tactic
rated.
was you get Anti-Mage and you get Lifestealer. And Lifestealer and Anti-Mage go in. Lifestealer attacks the pumpkins and picks up all the candies and then infests Anti-Mage after picking up the candies. And Anti-Mage has no low health because he's not carrying any of them, so he's easier to escape with. And then he just takes them back to base and you put the candies away. That I thought was an awesome tactic that worked pretty well in one of the games I played.
There's a couple don'ts though. Broodmother
Yeah.
disables
Water
web
the trees.
abilities when you have the candies.
Right,
So,
you can't.
As Broodmother,
Put
you could
flock.
honestly put one web there, walk straight into it, and walk straight out through your across the cliff and into the river. Whereas now it's once you have candy, it's no longer available.
You can't just walk over cliffs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
The more
your
candies
webs
you
do
have-
nothing at that point because you can already be seen. You have no more mobility. And it was
Invisible
just like
characters
a do
are
not
pretty
hit.
much useless in Diretide.
Well, once they
almost.
get away with the candies, they're pretty useful because you can't see them.
Yeah,
but when
but-
you're within the range of the pumpkin, it has true sight.
With that much money and that much XP, it's not a problem. Just keep buying wards. either.
Exactly, it's too easy to counter ward.
Exactly.
Well, and I've
Or
never
buy an
really
eye.
seen very many wards.
I usually ward when I play Shadow Shaman, just for so if you get that half a second to see they're coming, and I don't really ward their area, I always ward mine.
Yeah.
Because I want to.
Yeah, same here.
I'll do
Yeah, when I-
all
when I
like
did
if
it.
I'm the dire side, I'll ward that jungle open area. So if anti-mage wants to jump across, I know the actual ruin spot, so I see that, and then the high ground a little farther down, just to be safe. because I'm, it's. Oh, but the more candies you have too, the longer it takes to TP.
I realized that the
Yeah.
other night. Yeah.
So you can't just pick up a bunch of them and TP out. It'll take forever.
Did you guys try perspective view?
I was just bringing that up.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's so cool. It's so cool. You can actually see the sick ass parts.
I
of
like
the
to play in
sets.
perspective view sometimes.
Really?
It's
Do,
hard to play.
oh, it's completely impossible.
I did when we were
Horrible.
completely losing at Diretide. I was just like, I'm gonna play perspective view.
Yeah.
Might as well.
I
You
was
can't
like,
see anyone coming.
third
'cause
person, Dota.
It's interesting. It feels weird.
I think
Like
it'd
I
be-
like the shaky cam that goes behind. It's pretty cool.
I think it creates an even better reason to buy tournaments so you can watch pro games in that view.
Nah, well, I don't know. I think it's just a better way to
I
get
feel like
screenshots.
that and the Valve filmmaker, those two together would be really fun.
Yeah, I definitely think we're gonna see that kind of camera mode in the filmmaker.
Well, I mean, you already do with like the
Dota Cinema.
Dota Cinemas, the 10,000 frame per second ones, whatever those are, something like that.
I don't think it'd be fun for spectator mode, but not really for play. I mean, I like that they give it to you when you're playing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just a spectator mode only feature. That would be something another company would do. I mean, it's weird, but it's not really playable with, but it's
still
cool.
nice to have.
It's fun.
It's
It's
cool.
nice when
Interesting.
you're in your maybe they added it for the coaches. Speaking of coaches, have you played a game?
We have not
with
played any
coach?
coaching matches, but I think it would be kind of fun too. You can do it in live matches, so you can sit there and be like, "Okay, there are two over here. You guys need to come over here right now." And if all 5 players are only listening to the coach, I think it would actually bring a really good tactical aspect to playing.
They don't allow it in team matches.
I thought it was allowed in team matches.
It's
right
allowed not in like
It's only
5v5
in pub
matches.
matches, I think.
Yeah, only in pub matches. You can't do it in like a 5v5 match.
now. Oh, no,
Like
I know
a
what you mean.
team.
But I mean, like
5v5.
if we had 6 people right now and we wanted to play online, we could queue and with
Yeah.
the coach. Yeah. And you can actually, when you write on it, it actually writes on the ground, like in spectator mode version.
Oh, so like, and do the people see it on the ground too?
Yeah.
That's
So you can actually write on the ground so they can follow the path you just wrote.
That's cool.
I thought
I
that
want to
was
try that.
Sick.
We should play a game like that later.
I'd be down to try and coach you guys to victory. I think it'd be fun.
It's like commander mode. What did you guys think of commander mode? Now that
I
you
have
played
not
it?
even got to that level.
Haven't got it
because
because I had to
crashes.
reset my level 6 3 times already.
What?
Yeah, I would get experience, and in game it would go through, and like after
You're
the
only
game.
level 6?
Yeah, when
So am I.
No, I'm not even level 6 because it's reset to back to 5 3
level
times.
28.
I know. I
We all
know.
don't have fancy
Trust me,
graphics
we
cards.
know. No, after in the end game report, the bar will go through. It says congratulations, level 6, and it'll go halfway up to level 6, and then I'll exit the game, and battle log will only relog back to level 5. It's done that to me 3 times. So I've been having I just get the launch shit on patches, like the stuff that happens during launches. So I'm just like, meh, I'll wait, and I should go back to start playing again because it won't take me long.
Yeah, dude.
I have gold packs to unlock too.
Did
So
the app come
Only
out
level
yet?
6?
yeah,
Cody, did the app come out?
No. Wait, I don't know when the app's going to come. It should be out pretty soon. When did the game come out?
A while ago.
a couple weeks, 2-3
Few
weeks ago.
ago, yeah.
Well, it was supposed to be exactly 3 weeks after the game was released. Let's see, week 7, 8.
But you're right. That's essentially what it is. It's commander mode for Dota. And it's really
about
cool.
3 weeks ago.
It's really cool. That'd be crazy if you could do it on your tablet.
All right, Creed, you about ready here, sir? We gotta
Do
give
it.
him a spot. All right. Take a seat somewhere. Grab a microphone. We got a lot to talk about here, sir.
The PlayStation 4.
Yeah. So you tell me, what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with BlizzCon? Do you want to start with PlayStation? What sounds more? Go ahead. Can we get his mic towards? Yeah, there we go.
You gotta talk into it. Like, into it.
Oh,
You're gonna have to probably lean in a little.
Hello.
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 You talk about whatever, man. I don't care.
Start with BlizzCon. How was it? How was your
BlizzCon,
time?
a big fucking trap.
Trap?
That's what BlizzCon was.
That's a trap.
That's a trap.
It's a $175 per person fucking trap.
Why was it a trap?
A trap you paid to be in.
Yeah, it's a trap I paid to be in. Because it made us want to fucking play the next expansion of WoW. same way it was the last time we went
Come
to
back
BlizzCon.
to my warm bosom.
No, BlizzCon was a lot of fun. We snuck Megan in. Which, I mean, it's you went with us that one year. It's
Yep.
so easy to get people into
Yep.
that thing. We got Jay in that one time. Don't ban my account, please.
They don't know who you are.
I know. I'm just kidding. But it would be my second account to get banned.
So, did they have Hearthstone on the floor?
They had Hearthstone on the floor, and we both did it. Me and Toby are like the more experienced, number one, Hearthstone and card players. And all 5 of us went in, and the way they had it, like the reason why it was so packed, really, was have you played Hearthstone at all?
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I enjoy it.
You know how Arena works, right? Where, like,
I haven't
it's
played
like,
Arena.
It's like draft, pretty much.
Yeah.
You make your deck. So they had it where if you won 5 matches in a row, and you're playing the people in the Hearthstone arena. If you won 5 matches, you won like a small prize, and if you won 9 matches, you won like a large prize. So I mean, me and Toby are like, yeah, we got this. I arena all the time, and we go in, and it's me, Megan, Harvey, Nicole, and Toby, and me and Toby are the first people to get eliminated. We're standing out there, and all of them won a match. Like Nicole hadn't even played the game before, and she won her first match. So this is bullshit. But it was funny too because I lost because I was playing a priest and he dropped mind control on turn 8, which is I take control of one of your creatures. And I had just dropped like a big creature, and I was like, shit, complaining to Toby about it. And Harvey came out and he's like, yeah, I won my first match. I was playing priest and I mind controlled like this guy's creature. So Harvey beat me. I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. Diablo 3. The new class was a lot of fun. Crusader, I really enjoyed it. The new content will be cool. It's just one chapter though.
Now, what about the new features, like where they're unlocking everything that you can automatically jump to at any point?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that game, the adventure game mode? And do they have that available?
Yeah,
Were you able to play adventure?
We did like the nonstop. They have like
the one where
the random maps, like where you have to kill. You kill like a certain amount of mobs on the map, and then you fight like a big guy.
Right, or a boss comes out like sporadically.
That was cool. And like the way they have it designed is so like you never get the same map twice. Like that's just it's all totally random. That was cool. But is it enough content for me to want to buy it as an expansion? I don't know. If I'm bored, maybe, but it'd have to be cheaper. They can't charge you full game price for that. It's an add-on. It's like DLC. But it was a lot of fun. I really like the new class. Crusader's really cool. It's like Paladin with a flail, or a Morningstar, and that's pretty cool. But it was interesting because the Diablo demo tables were you just got straight in. There was never a line. Nobody was over there. The WoW demo tables, we sat down. Every single game you play has a timer, and it says oh, your time's up. Have fun. Except for the WoW tables, we sat down for 5 minutes and they booted us out. And, there was no one in the lines, and we're we didn't even get to do anything. It's people running dungeons, and we're just getting our characters started. So that was kind of we're done with that.
What was the WoW line for?
It was for the new expansion.
Really?
Yeah, you got to play a little bit of content from it.
Interesting.
It's pre-made level 90s. So it was funny because the characters that they gave you had worse gear than we still have on our characters in the game. It's you're a bit behind.
But they had the new models though, for the.
No, we really didn't have a whole lot of the new models. It was strictly content based. It was just questing.
So maybe that can be a hint as towards what gear they're gonna give the 90s if you were to level 1 up.
No, they gave you LFR gear from Siege of Orgrimmar. It was full LFR gear from Siege of Orgrimmar.
When you do your 90 upgrade from purchasing?
Oh, yeah, I don't know, maybe.
So that could be a hint towards what kind of gear they're going to give you for
The
that.
way they're doing that is for example, when you level a Death Knight 55, it's as you gain levels, it gives you your skills, it kind of explains them, which I guess they kind of changed in general now. But instead of giving you the full set of level 90 skills, they're only going to give you enough skills to kill an enemy, and then you'll gain all your skills as you play to kind of help you acquaint yourself with the class if you've never done it before. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Giving everyone a 90 it's good. They should.
Can you upgrade your current character to 90? Or
Yeah, that's what they initially want it for. They want for people that came back from Burning Crusade and
or like me,
or like you, to come back and say, well, fuck this, I want to bring my guy straight up to 90.
Knockroll.
And start
Knockroll.
Hard.
start this new content right away. Or if you already have your characters brought up, to then use it as.
Did
a
you
way
see
to
any
bring
of
fun.
the player housing?
Do they have garrisons? Yeah, it looked really
Garrisons,
cool.
They went over all of it, but I mean, there's no actual videos.
Well-
this is all very new.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I didn't hear anything about it. Like, I know that there's player housing, but I don't know how it works. Is it like instant
garrisons
based?
were pretty big.
Or-
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. I was more PvE based, like looking at not more RP. Looking at like how raid content's going to be, and that's the big thing for me is myth raiding. That's why we're coming back. But player housing will be like.
When is the
I
game?
mean, ultimately,
From
you'll
what
have,
I heard-
vendors. Like you'll have if you need to, if you're a miner, you can like get a
Well,
mine.
is it
you can go
instance?
mine
Well,
it.
yeah.
It's
Here's what I
instance.
got from
And you can invite up to like a 40-man raid into it.
from the panels that I saw.
Is it like a community?
Well,
No.
hang on.
No, it's
So
single.
this is what I got from the panels: is that you get a plot of land, and they're going to have them throughout the various areas in the new expansion world. So it's all going to be on Draenors where you get your plot of land, and then once
it
you
is
get that,
instant.
it is instant. So you can
but
walk in and out
it's-
of it.
It's the world instance thing, though, right? Like,
Right.
Like it's. Man, I don't know. Like,
Like Final
gonna be in a
Fantasy
separate
housing
instance,
was
not the
like
open world.
where it's instance, but there's 30 houses per like instance. This, I'm pretty sure, it's just a single instance per garrison. Because like you get your own mine. Like,
yeah,
to
like you
go
said with
mine
mine,
in.
it's almost like setting up your base from Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
It's a throwback to that because you can put a windmill up, and then you can get perks from having that up, and then you can get you throw an inn up, and then your inn attracts people that you can send missions on. And the thing about this is now there's going to be offline progression, so you can send people out on missions. They'll come back to you the next day, almost like companions from Star Wars. You send them out, they come back, and then you get whatever perk you got from throwing them out there.
and your garrison can be attacked.
Yeah.
You have to like defend it and like stuff. I mean, it's just another time sink, really, but it'll be interesting to like have your own place to go back to.
You gotta add something. I mean, it is kind of getting as an older game.
I'm curious to see how the instancing is going to go because you have so many people per server.
I would
you know,
like to have
how does it
like
choose which houses you see?
maybe so maybe if you have a mountain, there can be 2 mines on the mountain. Even if it was just like 4 or 5 people, and you can have like a community. If it was world instance, so like when you went over to this part of that zone, there like and you say I want to be in this zone, and you choose this zone. There's only 5 other people that can also choose that zone, but what was that world shard or what did they call it when they like change the world zone but only for certain people? Phasing. So what if they phased like okay, 5 people chose that plot of land, and then they're gonna do a separate phase for each new additional 5 or 10 people that chose that plot of land, and that would make it feel like a community because you have like 5 or 10 people in that area.
Yeah, and like I said, that's how it is in Final Fantasy.
That's how
it should be.
That's how it should be. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's just single instance, and that's it. You have your own like little instance for it, and that's all there is to it.
I would like to be able to like, oh yeah, this is my place, and like walk down to like Jay's place and be like, oh yeah, why don't you have a windmill, buddy? I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
No, I mean,
We'll see.
Give it time. Okay, we got
this is
windmill
just
technology
announced,
now.
and-
yeah, nothing's final.
Yeah, we haven't seen this in action. We haven't seen what it's going to be like when you walk by
There hasn't been a lot of
another
Everything's rumored
area.
at this point.
Right.
But I mean, the big thing for us, I mean, the only reason I'm interested in coming back, other than, I mean, that is actually pretty cool. That's Draenor. Like, I mean, this is.
I
going
think the
back
area is awesome.
OG Warcraft. It's Outland before it was Outland. And Outland TVC was my favorite experience.
Native orcs.
So it's like we're going back to
The Iron Horde.
that area, and yeah, the Iron Horde.
Oh, that's interesting. It's Outland
I
before
mean, it's
it was
gonna have
Outland.
like Thrall's dad and Thrall's family, and I mean, Grom Hellscream will still be alive, which is another thing. Like, are they gonna like go to the point where they
Gromit needs to
instance
kill
you
his
where
son.
you go with Max Theridin? Yeah. Well, I mean, this is all because of
Garrosh.
Garrosh
Yeah.
Hellscream, which I'm over him already.
There's another thing about like I was reading a rumor that like it's a different timeline or something, right?
Yeah, it's
Um,
supposed to like be that because he went back. It's not like what he does changes your future. It's like timeline A and timeline B. It's an alternate like reality. But Garrosh is trying to bring that alternate reality into your timeline, and that's why it's a threat.
So how does this gonna work for the Bronze Dragonflight? Are they on what side are they on?
Who fucking knows? Well, I mean, I didn't ever play it, but like the last like dungeons that came out in Cataclysm,
Yeah.
like Nosdormu or whatever, who was like the lead of the Bronze
Bronze.
Dragonflight, like it turned out like because you're fighting
You're fighting the dark
it was like Dark Dragonflight,
Yeah.
Timeless, whatever they were. You find out that like the leader of that is actually Nosdaramu. Like
The actual bronze.
he got something happened, and he like went
corrupted.
crazy, and he actually So he's like fighting against it the whole time, but he's actually fighting against what he becomes. So he winds up destroying himself or something. I don't know. I didn't pay any attention.
I
They
like
ever-
those storylines.
they ever
Like, the
touch-
WoW storylines have always been pretty good.
Have they ever touched on Azeroth before the explosion of the fountain, before the two continents separated?
Personally, I thought they were gonna do
That would be cool. And this could be the beginning of that.
something with Alex Straza.
They could.
Did they do anything with Alex Straza?
Yeah, Alex Straza was a big character in Cata.
I didn't play Cataclysm.
Yeah, she was a big like part of
Miss-
defeating Deathwing.
Missed Kata, and I missed.
And then she was in the end of Wrath too.
Missed the end of Wrath. Missed Kata. Missed the Pandaria.
No, you finished Wrath. We
No,
just didn't.
We didn't kill.
That Ruby like Sanctum
Yeah.
that came out. You might have done it with us like once, but did.
I never
oh
killed the
no,
Lich
you
King.
didn't kill Lich King with
Never
us.
killed the Lich
You
King.
didn't come back for that very like last part. Yeah. Well, I mean, you were there for good times.
Yeah.
The good times, like when we, like World 63rd, Star 3 Drakes, World Top 100, Yaxaron pre-nerf, like those were. That's what I live for when I play these games, and that's why I fell out of Final Fantasy partially. Was like, I mean, everyone was dicking around. We weren't pushing through progression. We were bottom of the totem. I mean, there were pugs like doing better than we were, and these are some of the best players I played with. And I was just like, I'm not enjoying spending 6 hours a night being like terrible. That's not fun. But that's why mythical rating, is so enticing because like we tried
Japanese
to do,
raids are 10 times harder.
Yeah. Mythical rating. I mean, 25 mans and GMing 25-man guilds has always been, it's a lot of work. Yeah, especially when we were on Zulahead. Oh my God, playing PR and then Toby going right behind me and ruining our image. But I mean, that was fun. We were the best on the server.
That was fun. I mean, being even though it was a low pop server, being the top.
We were the best, and you were the best geared character on the server.
The top, yeah, being the best on the server was kind of nice, even though the crop that you had to go from.
It wasn't very
It
big.
wasn't good, but it was fun. It was fun.
We were still top World 100. I mean, we still had a presence. I mean, back then that was still pretty big.
There's only like so many servers, so yeah, you have to be the top guild of each server.
Yeah. So I mean, that was nice. I enjoyed that time. But that's
Why did
that's
we go
the
to
stuff I like.
Zuluhead?
That was my idea. There were
Was
free
it?
server transfers, and I transferred there, and I was like, we're going to be the best guild on this low pop server. And we were. It just wasn't as friendly. Like, half the people loved you, and the other half just wanted to rip your guts out.
Well, that was mainly
They were
because
trolls.
of
And Toby.
Yeah.
It was all Toby. Toby'd be in general chat all day, just like, every guild on this server sucks ass but us. You're all horrible. You should go kill yourselves. And I'm like, oh my God, you're like making everyone hate us. But yeah, I mean, people would come up to you and be like, oh man, where'd you get that gear? Like, because no one else had that gear.
It was fun, like standing in the middle of Ogremar and just having everybody like clicking on everybody and seeing that they were all like looking at you. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, I have better gear than all of you.
That's what I loved. That's what enticed me in the beginning was, when we were on Illidan, or even when we were on Kel'Thuzad, Blood Legion, whoever was the top guild on Kel'Thuzad, it's like you're leveling and you go into Ogremar and you're like, man, this guy's in like this guild, and they're like, whoa, look at this gear. No one has this gear, but he does. And like you idolize that person and you wanted to become that. And that's what really got me into WoW was then, I got into that scene and I became that. And then people were looking up to me. And that feeling was just like, that's what I played the game for. And then Wrath, we continued that, but I haven't had it since. Like, whether we've gone to Star Wars or Final Fantasy, or when we did, whether trying to do like Pandaria.
We
and all
had
that
it for a
stuff.
little bit in Star Wars.
We really didn't though, because Star Wars was like dead from the time it started.
Well,
Especially our
yeah,
server.
it was just our server was low pop and it was just not much going on. But like there was never that. I think Star Wars really just lost it because it didn't have that sense of community. And
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite time when WoW with WoW was not only that time, but the era before that, before the
when you were
first
in vanilla.
expansion, where like it took me fucking like probably like 4 or 5 months to get to 60, and I was just like
That shit was
like
hard.
learning things and like running around and yelling at, like, we had a small guild of people that like took forever to level, so we were just like, It was a lot of fun. It was like sitting in Ventrilo with like 20 or 30 people that you've never met before, and then trying to get together to do a 40-man raid like that, and then having almost all 40 people in like a Ventrilo server is just it's madness.
And
that will never happen again.
No, it shouldn't happen again.
40
That was
people.
horrible. But that's why I like
I
mythical
kind of
raiding.
wish there was like some kind of just
I do
40-person
too.
option. Just as a throwback. Yeah,
like
to say, you know what, we've had these big raids before. Let's make another big raid.
it was fun. Like as it was.
with Flux rating. I don't see why they couldn't expand.
Okay,
it
but
beyond
actually,
that.
they were 10
my
to
favorite
25
moment in WoW
Flux.
was
I mean,
doing a world boss.
The world bosses were crazy
There was,
back then.
There was dragons. What's
There's the blue
there's
dragon and the
dragon.
green dragon.
What's the? I think it was a bronze dragon that was above Orgrimmar, in Ashara. And
No, that was the blue one.
Is the blue one?
Sure. Yeah.
well, anyways, you know, up there, there's like really tall cliffs, and then there's like a bridge between the cliffs. They probably changed how it looks, but back in the day, that's how it was. There's a world dragon that spawned there. We were probably like the second, or it was on KJ, Kill Jaden,
Yep.
and we were probably like the second or third good guild there. And we really just ran support for the main guild that was trying to kill the dragon.
You had guilds back up the main guilds that were farming it from other guilds
Yeah.
trying to take it.
Yeah.
Or like Alliance
Yeah.
would come in with their 40-man raids.
No,
And you just, it was
seriously,
crazy.
We had
It was awesome.
3 guilds. One guild was trying to just kill the dragon, and then we had 2 other guilds that were running protection from the 3 alliance guilds that were trying to kill the dragon.
See that I love that shit. They kind of killed that.
We kind of like battled back and forth, and then it was just everybody was dying from the dragon, so we ended up just battling each other. We pushed them. I still have a screenshot of it. I think we pushed them back to, you know how like the bluffs are. Connected by bridges,
Yeah.
pushing back all the way into a bluff. So we were just battling over this bridge in the middle. Like it wasn't there was nothing to gain from it. There was no like.
It was just fun.
It was just fun, and like it was a random occurrence. It's just those moments are so hard to replicate.
Well, those are the dragon heads that they would put on a
They're
pole.
impossible to.
But they've been trying.
was
They've
like
been
a mix,
trying.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
other
yeah, those
people
are great
experience those same moments in EverQuest and other MMOs before WoW. WoW and other games have been trying to replicate that. I mean, the big thing of Warhammer was these like. And I think Guild Wars too, were these events that happened, and I think Final Fantasy does it a lot too, where you
Guild Wars
have
2
these
did too.
you have these events that just happen where like a wave of creatures attacks, and then everybody gets together. Actually, I think that's probably my favorite thing about Final Fantasy when I played for
Fates
like
are cool. I like
a
Fates
week.
were a lot of fun, and they give
Yeah.
they give good experience if you're able to,
Yeah,
to
great
contribute.
But like having just a server just get around and do that all the time, like really builds that sense of community. And I think that's why I wanted it in. Well, if I was ever enticed to go to the new WoW expansion, it would be something like with the player houses. If let's say we had a community and I can choose the people that I want in my community. I mean, they're just phases, right? So like you can have like a locked phase and like say, oh yeah, I only want these people in my phases.
Yeah.
Let's say there was an attack. Like that means that you have like if there's 40 people allowed in a phase and you get attacked by some fucking crazy thing. Like, you would have 40 people defending your farms against, like, whatever attack. That would be awesome. That would be a lot of fun. But who knows if that's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, everything's like, it is what it is now, and garrisons are just the start of, what can become something crazy. So, I mean, it's like guild housing, they said, not yet, but eventually they will. So, I mean, that's interesting.
Guild housing, yeah. Like, well, think about, like, you have your farm, and then, like, down the instance a little bit, like, your guild chose this plot of land, and guilds would be a little bit different. Maybe you couldn't have guild, like, neighbors. That would be weird. Guilds would have to be instanced.
But,
still be cool, though.
Level caps up to 100. That's a nice round number for everything.
Well,
to finally
everyone knew it was going to go to 100.
get
I mean,
there.
even before they announced it, Garrosh Hellscream, if you do anything higher than LFR, he drops heirloom weapons that say from level 90 to level 100. So everyone knew the next level cap was going to be 100.
When is this coming out?
It's not announced. They said they want to push it out by spring, summer at the latest, but
Okay.
they don't know.
Well,
It's still work.
that's a long time from now, so...
That's why, like, for me, it's like I'm leveling my priest right now. Because if we do play again, I'm gonna go back OG Gonna go back to the priest healing.
Let's go to Zulahead.
Zulhead is so underpopulated. I want to stay on Illidan. It's a lot easier to recruit people.
Kill Jaden.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. If you came back, I'd love to have you come play again. If Jay
I'd
wants to
follow you.
play again,
No, I'm totally gonna play
Like,
the next expansion.
A year.
I have a
We'll see
60,
when it
I
comes
think.
out. I won't
well,
probably.
you get a free level 90, Bert.
You
I
get it
probably
every
won't play
night.
Miss
You have
Pandaria, but
No, don't. It's
I-
horrible.
Yeah,
It was worst expansion I've ever fucking played.
but I Draenor does interest me, so I might.
Drainer's like
I
going
like
way back. It's the old War
Yeah.
Chiefs. It's like World War. That's the thing is like it's getting a lot of flack right now because a lot of people that play World of Warcraft aren't Warcraft fans. They're World of Warcraft fans. They didn't play Frozen Throne or any of that shit. That's why a lot of people now are like, we don't understand what's happening, and they're like, this is what your game is based on. Like,
Speaking
This
of
is
that,
history.
didn't we have? Did we talk about that last week? I don't. Maybe we did. I don't know. The StarCraft 2 Alliance versus Horde mod. Did anybody
Humans
play that?
versus
I
orcs.
brought it up.
Did you bring
but
it up? Did we talk about it?
We didn't get to talk about it much.
well, the big thing is Heroes of the Storm, and that was the big.
Did you play it?
Yes, I loved it.
they had Heroes of the Storm on the floor.
Of course they did.
Oh,
It was the most
wow.
lined up for game.
That's cool.
Was it cool?
It was
Open
awesome.
or the beta signups have started. I don't know if I,
I
told you
did
about
sign
that.
up.
Well, yeah, they
I did
released
sign
the,
up.
the
The
opt-in.
day
You
of.
just go into your Battle.net
Yeah, you just
account.
gotta opt into
and-
it.
Was it
No,
cool?
I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, it's more basic than Dota. Obviously, it's free to play.
Hero pool.
It's free to
seems-
play.
Heroes of the
Oh, wow.
Storm. Yeah,
The
gonna be
hero
free to
pool seems
play.
very
Well,
limited.
Just
Where-
like Hearthstone.
so where does the profit come in for
They'll
Blizzard?
probably do
Cosmetics.
like alt skins,
Cosmetics.
mounts.
Is that what
It's
is that
all
what is that what
cosmetics.
is that what Hearthstone is?
Hearthstone, you buy
Hearthstone
card
is
packs.
like you can buy extra packs.
Yeah, you buy
stuff
boosters and
like
you can
that.
expand your.
If you
collection
really
of
want to
cards.
get like big into Hearthstone, it's like, and you want to not wait like a couple months to like make a really good solid deck, you buy packs.
So how do you get cards normally?
In Hearthstone, like every 3 wins you get 10 coins. They give you dailies. So like you'll get a daily that's like win 3 matches with a priest and you get 30 gold, stuff like that. Like I got 100 wins or 100 games played, and that gave me 300 gold, and it's 100 gold per pack. And then the other way is arenas. Arenas are 150 gold, and it's drafting. So you get you choose like a different hero because you have a hero, and then your hero has an ability. And then like if I have a mage deck, my hero ability costs 2. All hero abilities cost 2. Mage deck is like deal 1 damage to any target. Warrior decks like gain 2 armor. Paladin decks like summon a 1/1 like Paladin Soldier.
Wasn't there another game that was like Notch or somebody else making like a card based game or card type like Scrolls?
Oh, he was Scrolls.
Yeah.
And
Is that similar to Hearthstone?
I haven't played Scrolls.
I haven't seen it. Hearthstone, it just plays similarly to like
I can show
Magic.
it to you. I've got it on my laptop.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's like a basic Magic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not hard to play. If you have any real
It-
like card game experience, it's very easy to pick up.
It's going to be going open
It's a lot
beta
of fun.
shortly,
January.
January. So in January, you can go ahead and get the battle account, and now they have their own platform like Steam. You get the battle.net.
But you can't
launcher.
talk to people through it.
I know. I think
the only
that's
thing I
really,
thought was kind of lame.
really ridiculous.
You can see what your friends are playing, but you can't talk to them.
But there's no like chat or friend system.
yeah,
That's
unless you're
annoying.
in the game, obviously.
I'm sure that'll be coming because
Heroes
that
of the
has
Storm.
to.
Heroes of the Storm.
How many
Very
maps are there?
cool. A lot of fun. There's like 4 maps right now. I love the way they handle maps. I mean, it's 2-laned for the most part. Like I said, think basic Dota. It's not. You don't buy anything. There's no gold. All experience is shared. So your
everybody
team
goes.
has a level. You don't.
Okay.
So like if your team levels, like everyone gets to choose like a new ability. The only thing I thought was weird is like the leveling system. It's not like Dota where you have like 4 skills and you choose which skill like you want to put your points
You have
into.
like 2 skills and you pick one of the 2, right?
Well, no, it's like you start off with 3 skills. You'll eventually get like an ult, but every time you hit like a leveling, which isn't every level, you have like 3 tabs pop up on the like bottom left hand side of your screen, and it'll be like gain plus 10% attack speed, gain plus 10 attack power,
And that's how you kind of choose like.
that's
where
how you
wanna-
level. It's weird. Like I played Illidan, and Illidan focuses on putting Mark of Azeroth on people. And like I get abilities like whenever I put Mark of Azeroth on someone, they take extra damage, or whenever I put Mark of Azeroth on someone, I gain 15% like run speed. stuff like that, and then you unlock your ult. But when you unlock your ult, you get like 3 choices. So like depending on what build you want to go, like you can.
Interesting.
Like the ult I got was like I could teleport to like any target that was like within a third of the map and
So it's like-
fucking wreck 'em.
Interesting.
But the other cool part is every map has a map objective. So
yeah,
like,
so it's not like just kill the enemy's
it's not
base.
just like Roshan. No, it's all about playing the map objective. Like if the opponent's team like gets such a big advantage of you on the map objective, like you'll lose the match. You want to like fight for the map objective, at least even to keep it even. Like there's a pirate map, and on the pirate map, like they have like neutral creep pretty much, just like you would in like a jungle. And when you kill those, like you get coins, and then like every now and then you'll have an event where like 2 chests pop up on the map, and you fight like the other team to try to get like the chest. And when it dies, it like it's coins. So like if you're the opponent team, you can like get in there and steal their coins and stuff. And every time you have 10 coins, you turn them into like Blackbeard or somebody. And there's a ghost pirate ship in the middle of the
You
map.
turn him into Blackbeard?
Yeah.
Is that what you...
Like a guy.
You turn him into like the pirate captain.
Pirate
or whoever.
captain guy.
Oh.
Like
He's like Blackbeard.
he's an NPC that
Yeah.
sits at the edge of the map. Or
And once you
in
turn
the
in
middle
10
of the map.
coins, you don't turn into Blackbeard, but you turn them into Blackbeard.
Become a pirate?
But when you do that, there's a ghost pirate ship in the middle of the map, and it'll start firing on their turrets.
Huh.
So it'll like help push your lanes, stuff like that. The map we played was like every now and then these caves, like mines, would open up. If you go in the mine, you go to a completely different map
Yeah, it was
underground.
underground. Yeah.
And like you kill mobs. There's like a really big boss, kind of like Roshan. You can fight with your team, and like you collect skulls, and whoever has the most skulls. After it's all like over, it summons like big zombies that like start pushing lanes with you, stuff like that. So it's interesting because like you do all that stuff, but I mean, there's 4 different classes. It's assassin, which is like like your main carry. Assassin, warriors. Warriors are like tanks. Support, which is like your healers, and then there's like it's like technicians. They do like random stuff, like help you push your lanes and stuff like that. Like, so it's interesting, like the comps that you can play.
It seems like, well, okay, you say it's not as in depth as Dota, but like the way that you use the map is a lot more in depth.
The way you use the map is a lot more in depth, but it's not as in depth like where I don't have to get creep blast hits to get extra experience or get
You don't
extra
have to like
gold
worry
'cause
about
there is no
stacking
gold.
creeps. You don't have to worry about. So, well, I mean, so like, but that's.
You don't have to worry about like
They don't make you work as hard
getting
for it.
the more
Well,
experience by
I don't
yourself.
know. It just you have to worry about different things. Like you have to worry about a.
Oh, it's
secondary
still there's still a
objective.
lot to it.
But I like that. Like I like that you have to. It's not just like
Well, you don't want to play the same game over and over again. It's like it'd be
I
a different
will-
option.
Dota is a different game every game you play it.
It is
But
no,
that's
but
just
you-
how
I mean the same. Like if Blizz is going to come out with a version of it, I don't want it to be a copy code. of
Exactly,
Dota.
and I
And
really
they're not
like
doing that,
It's-
and that's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, I really like
I mean,
that.
this is alpha, and like it was pretty enjoyable, and there was like 16 heroes.
If you think now, you say that it's free to play and that they're gonna
gonna
maybe
be totally
use
free to play.
skins and stuff like that. I mean, but
Well, think how LoL's free to play and Dota's free to play. They'll probably go the same model.
yeah, but I agree. But
And there were
if
skins
you think
and
about
mounts.
it,
Oh, there's mounts. You ride mounts.
also you have different mounts.
You actually mount up and
That'd be
like
one
ride
way.
into battle, and you can mount up
Well,
and
think
ride
of it
out of
this
battle.
way.
Well,
You pay-
okay. What I was just saying is Illidan, for example. You know Illidan from like he wears the same fucking thing in every single
His
game.
alt costume was a blood elf version. So instead of being purple, he was like white.
What?
Yeah,
Are you kidding?
yeah. And then I rode on like a My Little Pony like mount.
That is
It's
ridiculous.
fucking hilarious.
Okay. This game.
Well, and the thing about those games,
Wait,
It was
Illidan
cool.
has a blood elf on a fucking
I don't
pony.
know.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
pony.
It was awesome.
On a My Little Pony.
Yeah,
My Little Pony.
it was hilarious.
We
Like
watched
The ultimate
Diablo's
brownie
like this
gasm.
big old like one of his alt models is like big old demon. He's riding on a little pony. It's just ridiculous.
There's one
That
that
was
made
a
him
lot
look
of
like
fun.
Diablo looked like Godzilla.
Yeah,
That was
yeah. I
pretty
think
cool.
that's the one I'm talking about. But Heroes of the Storm is going to be really big. Hearthstone's a lot of fun. If you guys ever played, like we play all the time. Nicole's been playing.
I haven't played it at all. But
If
I
you
don't-
ever opted into it, I'm sure you have an invite.
I don't.
Did you ever opt into it?
I've opted into everything.
had to have
I
gotten
checked
an
it. I
invite.
checked all the
I
things.
even told Harvey. Harvey was like, I didn't get an invite. I'm like, everyone got an invite. He's like, oh yeah, I got an invite.
I'll have to look it up. Maybe I did.
If you opted into it. If you didn't opt into it, obviously you wouldn't have.
It has 1 million beta users right now.
Then anybody who's used the beta for the like Steam version, the Steam menu kind of thing, automatically will get
Steam
a
version.
They're the BattleNet client.
BattleNet client. It's like the Battle.net client. You log into it, and it gives you all of your Blizzard games. And like, if I launch
You mean all
WoW,
three?
yeah, 4 is the search zone, and then Heroes of the Storm, so it'll be 5. But point being is, it's like Origin. I've only got 2 games.
I know,
Battlefield and Battlefield.
But if you
Sounds
launch
like
like
bringing
WoW,
Battlefield 4.
if you launch WoW, it automatically logs
Logs
you
you
in once you get
That's
into the game.
cool.
So you don't have
So
to
like
go through the login
Diablo, all
process.
this stuff, like when you get the starting menu where you log in.
Yeah, but I liked. You know what? I like just leaving WoW on and just on the login screen. I don't know why. Just something just.
I mean, you can still open WoW normally. It's just an option for convenience.
Okay.
It's not like you have to use it.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
still load the exe launcher. But I mean, other than that, it was a lot of fun. Like we watched some of the matches. I didn't get to catch the StarCraft finals.
Did they announce anything on the last expansion?
No, I didn't see any news on
For
StarCraft.
StarCraft? No,
Yeah.
there was nothing.
That's lame.
No demo. No.
Because the next one has to be Protoss,
It's
obviously.
Protoss. Yeah, it's going to be about the Void.
Okay.
We
But,
should play some StarCraft. We can play StarCraft.
I like StarCraft.
You know what I
but-
played actually recently? Sins of a Solar Empire.
The new expansion came out not too long ago.
That's what I played. With the
It's a great game. It's just it's so long.
No. I played it at fastest. It's actually I played it in a night. Beat a game in a night with a 3-team 80 planet system. So it wasn't too bad at all.
Did you beat Bioshock Infinite?
Yes, I haven't played
You
the
got the
DLC.
DLC?
I have not played the DLC.
Okay, did you play the DLC?
Like I said, I'm only about halfway through.
Oh, yes. Okay.
But a lot of fun already. Like,
Oh,
Have
it
you
is.
shot anything?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
So you
there
shoot
is
things.
combat. There is combat.
yeah.
From what
You
I
go-
heard, there's no
No,
combat
there-
at all.
And that's what I thought too. So
The
when
first like half
okay.
is like nothing, but then you go down and there's.
when
you
I
get
first
bigger.
started it and they give you the difficulty option, I'm like, hey, I could just play it on 1999 mode. Now get it out of the way. There's not going to be any combat.
play it on 1999 mode?
Yeah, it's one of the options. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Screw it. I'll
Wait,
just play it on medium. Just
Do you
in
only
case.
get it because you like? How do you get? You have to unlock 1999 mode.
Yeah, you unlocked 1999 mode.
You unlocked it.
Yeah,
'Cause you beat it
the
on
game
hard.
and You get 1999.
You beat the game in hard, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I got,
You just beat it on normal. You just
Yeah.
beat it at all. You get 19.
but for the DLC, I don't know. But I beat it on 1999 mode without using a vending machine too, and that was fucking. Now here's the thing: I played it on medium, and it seemed like ammo-wise, you get screwed.
Medium
hard.
graphics.
No, medium difficulty. I have that shit on high, baby. Ultra, whatever. It's really good. It looks amazing. You could tell though, it's really just an intro into what I'm hoping is going to be much bigger.
I think I'm gonna wake up early and play video games now.
Yeah.
Like I like wake up at like 7 a.m.
Put more of your day into them.
like 2 hours, play some games before work. Be difficult, but
I would have to wake up at like 4 a.m. if I wanted time to play 2 hours of games.
All right. So how about this PlayStation 4 that has come out today or yesterday? We've gotten to sit down.
Yeah, no. I just.
what do you think about your PS4, man?
I like it. I mean, it's also a launch console. There's not a whole lot to do for whatever that's worth. Plus, the PlayStation Network's been down.
It's a baby.
I was a
coming
little
out.
worried just because, like, if you're on Reddit gaming and everyone's just like, my PS4 is broken, and it's
You
like,
gotta think that the only people that are gonna be posting those are the people that got it.
yeah. But I mean, obviously, mine's worked just fine, other than the PlayStation Network being down. But that was that's just.
Well,
'cause
you didn't really
there's
get
too
any
many people
multiplayer
logging in.
games.
Well, it was just to like set it up. I don't know. You get a $10 credit when you buy the console.
What are you
so-
gonna get?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have
Something.
no idea.
We
But,
played some games.
But it's fun. I mean, it looks great. It's
Shiny.
amazing to see where we've come from. You know, the NES playing Super
You know,
Mario Brothers to where we are now.
I feel like the little demo that you showed us with the bots is
Dude, AR gaming is.
it's cool, but how often are you gonna pull that up? Now that you've
I'm
shown.
not probably ever going to do it again.
But-
But that comes with the system.
Now I agree,
demo
and
of the technology.
it's okay. It's kind of responsive, but you know Microsoft's not going to release anything like that at all, even though their Kinect is better. Like their camera and their detection technology is a lot better. But I feel like they need to have something like that now.
Just to demonstrate it.
Well,
Just
keep in
to
mind. Okay,
demonstrate,
here's the
yeah.
thing, though.
Like, because
Well,
it was
AR
like
just-
it was cool because everybody's just like, wow, look at this, it's so cool. Like it's what it's just like
This
no,
is what
it's
somebody
not.
brought up a while ago too when
It's
they
not
did the
better than
announcement.
the
Is
Kinect.
the PlayStation doesn't automatically come with the camera; you have to buy it as an accessory. While the Xbox is always going to come with the Kinect, no matter how you buy it. So when it comes to developers making the games for it, they know no matter what, if it's an Xbox One game, they have to Kinect. So it's a better option for
I
you to
think-
integrate
no,
it.
I think
while
because
PlayStation
of that, no,
developers
I think
don't
that's-
have that incentive.
That's kind of
Yeah.
I want an Xbox because I feel like
Connect is so gimmicky though.
No,
I have
it's-
a Connect.
it
I
is
love
like-
mine.
but
it works.
in the
He's
last
not really
generation,
using it a whole lot.
but in the last and that's
Just like playing
that's
the-
that's the mentality though. In last generation, it was an option. A lot of people have a Kinect, but as a developer, you're not going to be like, okay, I'm going to make this Kinect game where like 45% of Kinect users or 45% of Xbox 360 owners have a Kinect. Now,
Everyone does.
as a developer, you look at it like, okay, I can fully integrate a Kinect because I know everybody that is going to play this game has the option to use this ability. So when you're making an exclusive, I feel like Xbox has a real opportunity here to make a game that's like similar to something like Hard Rain, but with the Kinect 2's abilities. I don't know if you guys have seen the Microsoft research videos. They're able to read emotion from your face. So if you're
Yeah, no, they
if
can
you're
do all kinds of
angry,
They can check your
if
blood
you're sad,
pressure.
they can check your blood pressure. So they can check your blood pressure.
Yeah.
They can check
They
your
see-
heartbeat.
they see the blood pumping through your
they see
face.
how like they can detect
No
it.
joke.
Now,
This is a real technology.
as a developer, if I was making a game that was emotionally driven, something like Sony took a real I don't know, plunge or just a bet on something like Hard Rain, where it's like a real cinematic experience. But what if they leverage the technology that the Kinect gives on top of that? Microsoft took that same chance, but using the real technology in the Kinect, where they were trying to make an emotional game that made you have an emotional response that was read by the Kinect. That can only happen, and that the only reason that they can take that chance is because everybody has the technology in their house to make it possible.
Yeah.
I think that's a real chance that can happen, and if I was a developer for one of these gaming companies, I would try to build something like that because I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I just want
Pure
a Wii.
Molyneux,
I
whatever.
want a
Whoever.
Wii U.
The next Fable, you're like you're king, and like depending on like the fucking emotion on your face is like how you treat your subjects. You're just like, I'm angry, and you just
Don't
start
cry.
fucking stomping around and like being mean to everybody.
Well,
I
I'm
want
curious
a
to
Wii
see
U.
how that's going to get leveraged because not only
they're
are you going to have that,
Yeah.
but you're also going to have for
Voice.
the Wii or Wii U, you have a second screen.
Well, okay. Agreed. But Sony is also trying to leverage the second screen. But, okay, you got to think about the second screen
With
across
Vita.
all the devices.
With
Second
Vita Remote Play,
screen
you don't
with-
have to use a tablet.
The second screen.
You can, tablets.
You can use a tablet for a second
So,
screen.
so you can use a tablet on.
I
but
can use
does
my
it-
phone technically.
Like with the. Did
But
you see with the
you
AR
can't
robots?
do remote play with the.
No, like actually playing the game. No. Second screen, I don't know what I haven't actually used it yet, but I know the ability is built into the apps, and it says
So
second screen either not in use at this time or
Microsoft second screen is Smart Glass.
right.
I would say Sony's second screen is the Vita. Separate cost. Nintendo's second screen is the controller itself. So, to you guys, which one is the most appealing?
I'd like to be able to just use my tablet.
I like the Vita.
The
I
tablet's
can literally play my game
I would
on
have to
my Vita.
agree
Tried
to
it?
say the Vita.
It's like everyone said, it's like the most announced feature, and it runs so smoothly. Because I was looking into
Within
getting
the
one of the
networking
shields.
with a good network
within the
connection.
network, so like within your house.
You can even do it like
From what
Right,
I've
but
read,
someone
the,
else's
the
like.
experience.
I'd like
has
to.
been-
I'd like to see it tried, but from what I've read, outside of your own local network, the experience is not that great.
I guess it's
So
It's
I mean,
possible.
yeah, that's cool that I can take my Vita into my backyard and play Madden while like whoever's inside is watching TV. But
If I got shit, you know.
Yeah, or if you take a shit, that's cool. But then, like you're
fourth down, I gotta take a dump.
How much is the Vita? Like $250, $300.
I can't stop that.
$199
$199. That's pretty good
for the 3G, and for actually both of them. And recently
For the 3G, well,
they have a new model out too. By the way, I don't know if you guys have seen it.
and so. And that was actually at Walmart. They had the Walking Dead package once that came with a game as well. And then it was another retailer recently had it on sale. Radio Shack had it on sale for another like $20 off. So $179.
I went to Radio Shack recently.
PS4s, love it, hate it.
Split, motherfucker.
Who knows?
Split.
In time will tell.
Okay, yeah.
Incoming.
Console wars, of course. You know, you guys are all.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the console
fucking
wars.
Xboxes.
South Park.
Speaking of the
That's hilarious.
Can we watch that-
Game
can
of
we watch
Thrones
that
versus
episode?
Console Wars versus Black Friday.
When we're done with this,
He takes the eye patch and
can we
puts
watch
it
that
on.
episode when we're done with this.
You want to watch it again? This will be the
It's
third time
hilarious.
watching
It's
it.
hilarious.
This would be the second time for me, but I
Did you guys see the World War
good, though.
Zimmerman?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
But
Okay,
Game of
for
Thrones.
someone that has worked Black
Watch
Fridays.
the day. I always got showed like.
Yeah,
gay-
for-
Go watch Game of Thrones right
gay
now.
penises.
Black,
This is my first year not having to do Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Feels good, doesn't
I have
it?
to do
It
the
does. I
cafe
can't
and
wait.
Target.
You're
for
gonna
it.
go, right?
Fuck no.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna be in Vegas.
Oh, wait. Oh, for Thanksgiving?
Me, Harvey, Megan, and Nicole are going to Vegas Thursday to Sunday.
For Thanksgiving?
It's all of our, except for Megan, it's all of our first Black Friday off. So we're like, we're gonna go fucking party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nicole's parents are gonna be in Vegas too, so it just kind of worked out.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It should be fun. I just don't want to. Nah, I went to Black Friday once, right before my shift.
We
The
went
first
last
year
year.
we worked at Best Buy. That's when I got that projector for $249.
That's right. I do remember that.
Yeah, we hooked like outside of the store and all that. You were working with us back then, yeah. That was crazy.
Didn't
Crazy
I work? I worked
We're
that.
PCHO.
Yeah, but did I work that day?
Everyone works Black Friday.
Yeah, but did I work later with you guys, or did I work?
I worked
night?
in the morning.
Yeah.
No, we always worked in the morning. We always worked together. So you, me, and Stan would like go hang out and like smoke hookah afterwards.
I do remember that.
Sorry, this got way off topic again.
It's Black Friday. You
Black
know,
Friday's
like
coming up.
It's
I don't.
horrible.
Are you guys gonna get anything? Do you guys?
I work.
I haven't
Dude, Black
seen.
Friday's gotten like, except for like a couple cool items, they've gotten so shitty.
I haven't seen any of the ads yet. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
I mean,
have
do
to
you
go.
want anything? Is really
Maybe a Vita.
Vita?
Like my big purchase, Vita would be cool if they had a discounted price. The big purchase I made last year was that 24-inch split screen
3D monitor
1080p
thing?
LED 3D monitor for the PlayStation with the game. That was like $99. That was killer. That wasn't even like a big item. No one cared about it. But
I didn't even know it existed until
yeah.
I found out about it.
I was just like, oh my god, this is great. I still use that
I
monitor.
kind of want to go because it was fun. Like it's like as stupid as it is. I hate that it's starting though this year is starting at 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving.
It starts at 8 at my work.
On Thanksgiving.
On Thanksgiving.
That's the
Last
fucking
year it was like
stupidest
I have to
thing
get there
I've ever
3
heard.
hours before we open, so I have to be there at 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving.
In the middle of
Day.
dinner.
Yep.
last year it was like
but I
blasphemous.
do get that means 7 hours of holiday pay,
Yeah, you get double
Fuck
time.
that, dude.
and then I'm working
That's
10 hours.
dumb.
Still horrible.
I work till
But
like
I mean,
3
like
a.m.
last year being the last year that I was in Black Friday, it was like a travesty that we were opening at midnight. Like it was like, are you kidding me? Like people got to be here on Thanksgiving Day, like to like prep, and now they're opening at like 6 and 8, and like it's fucking crazy talk, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be terrible because people are gonna like.
What is wrong with people?
I'm waiting
This
for-
is what is wrong with this country. Is we open our stores at 6 and people go.
Yeah.
People will fry their Thanksgiving turkeys in front of Walmart. Like
There's shows about crazy couponers. I mean, have you seen those people?
Honey Boo Boo.
There's
Like
a show about crazy couponers.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
And they'll come in and they'll get
I'd
like
love to do that, though.
$15,000 worth of stuff for maybe like $300.
I've seen them
not
get it.
even
I've
kidding
seen them
you.
get it where
It's-
they got paid
Yeah.
to get like $600 of groceries.
They
I'm
owed
like,
them-
how did you do that? You're crazy, you crazy bitch.
It's messed up. And
But
like,
you always get like the people behind them that are like, this motherfucker, because it takes like 30 minutes to check
I've been
them out.
behind some of the coupon ladies, and it's just
They have their folders.
They got their folders out. Like,
yeah,
organized by
or
department.
either their folders or their little like
they save them like
expandable,
trading
like,
cards.
purse things.
They're, like in sleeves and shit. Got that shit fucking.
I got four $5 off crackers. You got any 10% off the entire meal? I got 10% off the entire meal. That's a rare, buddy. You gotta give me more than just
You gotta hood that
$5
up.
off crackers.
That's ultra rare. That's shiny, motherfucker.
That's an aluminum coupon right there. You can't just give me $4 or $5
platinum,
off crackers.
straight up.
I just got
Those
6
people
years
will
with the
go
Colgate for
and
only
they'll buy
$9.95.
they'll buy like 100 bags of crackers because they get them for free practically. And it's like, what the fuck are you gonna do? And these people don't give them to charity. That's one thing if they did. Yeah, her cousin does that shit because she has nothing to do with the rest of her life.
It's just like,
But clip coupons.
where do you get? You just get them from the? I don't. Just newspapers.
It's newspapers.
Newspapers.
Those are the big things.
I was like, do they just get them from their
They
spam
can't
mail?
write-
Is that what I like throw away?
It's all newspapers, yeah. Like I went to shit. I went to Fresh and Easy one time, and like this guy was like selling newspapers out front. And he's like, "It's $15 to sign up. You get like 3 months to try it." And he's like, "And I'll give you $10 back, like for a gift card in the store." I'm like, you know, I've always kind of wanted the extreme coupon, sure. So like I signed up for it. Never once clipped a single damn coupon. And like the guy hands me a $10 bill. He's all, they don't have $10 gift cards. So I was like, why did I just give you $5, asshole? But yeah, I wound up spending like $45 in newspaper. By the way, no one needs to know.
What do they
Not
say?
getting to the
they always
playoffs
say something.
I'm not
anyway.
racist, I promise.
They say something that
I'm
you
raising
can't answer
money.
No to. It's like, would you like to help? No, would you like to?
Would
help?
you like to not buy this candy bar here, sir? It's like, no. What? Why? Oh, shit. How do you have my wallet already? What happened?
I always just say, do you take debit?
That's what I always tell people, because I really don't carry
now,
cash on myself.
now they can pull out their phone and they have the swipe app.
They're
Yes,
like-
sir.
And like,
I
well,
got myself
they have the
Square.
They have the iPhone thing. It's just like,
I got the
yeah, you
Square
can
app.
swipe it right here. We have the swipe app.
I was watching people like,
Shit.
you got change for a 10? They're like, what is this Monopoly money? I still got to go get that
You got
all
a euro.
changed back out. Yeah, I got $50 in euros. From when I went to
You could buy your own business now in America.
Why they don't take the British pound?
No, it's euro based.
That's interesting.
I think like the
Well, I
northern
guess-
part of Ireland's still in the pound.
But because they're Scotland.
Because they're still... No, it's still Ireland.
I thought the northern part of Ireland was also Scotland.
All right.
I'm
Do we have
ignorant.
anything else left on the
I'm
agenda,
ignorant
sir?
about geography.
Anything else
All
on the
those
agenda?
Englanders and UKers and.
Oh my god, have you guys seen Nigga Turtles?
No.
Can we please go watch that as soon as we're done with this?
I can
You guys
get
will
over
laugh.
I think,
fucking-
I think, unless we have anything else on the agenda, we are done with this. Jay, do you have anything else to add? Then let's go watch as...
Hey Jay, you can't
it's been
just shake
put-
your head, buddy. This is a podcast.
There's no cameras watching.
There's no cameras watching you. Are you gonna say something?
Don't you want to see
He's
Nigga
nodding
Turtles?
his head.
Nigga Turtles.
Okay.
Hilarious.
Well, thanks for joining us here at Tactical Pause.
Who wants to edit?
Well,
You edit by pressing the button.
is your
you edit by
podcast, right?
pressing the button.
What's the button
buddy.
do, Jay?
Yeah, what does the button do?
Jay, what's the button for? What's
Sorry,
the button do?
I ruined your podcast.
No. No, you didn't.
This is what happens when you let me come into things. I mess everything up. Alright, let's go
I'll
watch
press
Nigga
the
Turtles.
button, god damn it.